Opportunity to welcome everyone here. We're certainly proud that y'all are here. We'd like to remind you, if you will, to put yourself on your cell phones off or put them on silent so we can conduct this business without interruption. And I'd like to now ask.
With so many blessings, Lord. Lord, just I pray that you the freedom so that we can have they protect us here locally. May our words and actions be
Roll.
Chairman Roy Thompson. Andy Welch. Director Mike Rollins. I determine that we have all members of the Board of Commissioners present, therefore we have the quorum
To make a motion to the side over our motion to approve the zoning.
The first is a text amendment to allow solar electric power on the next item. So this would just to be to add those solar electric power generation facility to be allowed as a conditional use in light industrial and heavy industrial, and that's what this first request is. Nobody signed up on this item.
All right, thank you very much. So any questions, comments?
Mr. Chairman, I will be abstaining from voting tonight since on this item, since Brody is my employee. So I just like to make sure that everything is fair and equitable and abiding by all the laws.
I think you can vote.
Any more discussion? All in favor, show of
Company Incorporated submit an application for conditional use acting as agent. The planning is we had just one condition that was placed on that.
You having us back, and once again, this is part of a Georgia when you apply the Georgia Power using facility and leaders, and we can build this on basically to 100. Brody was good enough to got lucky and won it in the lottery, which is the kind of the leasing land. It's behind Brody, and Morrissey probably will be inconspicuous back there, fine with it, and
hearing none, then for show of hands.
Nancy Pigpen submitted an application for construction of a residence. The property is with unanimous vote during the area. Hit the button on this. Stop there. Nancy here?
Yes, sir.
Please. Explain anything else?
No, sir, I don't think so unless anyone has any questions. The only thing that we had asked for, which I understand is a little bit different, is that we had this for a 2-year period. And
Business, passing back to you.
Not in favor, please. Hearing none, I ask for a vote. Okay, unanimous approval. Now moving on to new business. Jail maintenance site study. Thomas is going to discuss.
Yes, sir. Thank you, and good evening, everybody. This proposal by Studio 8 Design LLC is for a pre-design study for jail improvements that are being contemplated as we enter into negotiations with the municipalities for doing some work out of at the Sheriff's Department and the jail. And when you look at the scope of services, it considers doing work at the facility for various renovations inside the existing jail facility, which includes working on the booking areas in a new sally port, some additional space contemplated. The Sheriff's Department is in the FEMA money funds to today and then coming in for looking at potential renovations to the Correctional Institute as we continue to examine the feasibility of transforming that into a jail detention facility for low-risk offenders. Mr. Ingram from Studio 8 has proposed a cost of $90,000 for this pre-design study. And the other purpose of the pre-design study would enable us to have more accurate figures to place on the SPLOST renewal referendum, and be brought back and try to get a proposal would bring back the existing.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So having said that, I yield the floor back to the chairman for further consideration or discussion.
Okay, you've heard the request. Do we have any discussion or questions?
Chairman, I make a motion that we accept this.
Motion
Mr.
Because again, you'll approve for different items that we'll need for a variety of different shows and for team roping events and other things that we'll be hosting there in the arena.
And as I understand it, and I'll confirm with Ms. Richland, I think this item was
Presentation is like that. We are the contractor.
U.S. based, so it's just the list.
Same way.
List and on that list.
Thank you for your presence. It's time that's from.
I have one more question. Pretty problem
Yes, sir.
Any more statements?
Could we add the Maria Sorrell Road in that too, where we at the, that's one of the calls. And to be, some people said will subside.
If an issue, everybody bridge, in teams the bridge be closed. Court full written, they are reviewing potential contractors and bidding requirements, and I think in an email that Mr. Deal sent me late in the day, perhaps some of the contractors he's spoken with are talking about maybe a $50,000 or $60,000 repair. We also asked Mr. Akins to review the bidding requirements pursuant to state law. And I may defer to Mr. Deal and Mr. Akins, or even Mr. White, if they want to embellish further on go out and see, maybe Deal is told put a new one in, Deal does. But maybe I'll defer to the others if they wish to make any comment on it, and then we can try to address Maria Sorrell Road. Y'all have anything you'd like to offer?
No, I think you got it. There's actually 6 columns.
Oh, 6, I'm sorry.
But everything else was good. I don't have an exact time frame on how long it would take, but it didn't sound like it'd be like a long-term project though to do. So.
Well, and I can't recall, I just sort of scanned the emails, and I think you and Jeff were talking about the pros and cons of actually doing some kind of a formal bid.
Right, and it's under 200,000. I believe we would have the option of just getting 3 price quotes from contractors for that, and so that could cut down on some of the time as far as advertising. But I know Jeff and I were discussing whether or not we want to acquire bonds, on that, and could we do that? I think
Yeah, you can acquire bonds, even though it's negotiated, which I think would be a good idea.
And I guess we subsequently need the DOT inspector's report, because that'll essentially be the scope of work, right?
Right. I've put in a couple calls to them. Haven't gotten an answer yet on getting that, but the gentleman that was doing the inspection yesterday did take down my email address and said he was going to email it to me as soon as he had it ready. So.
Any questions? And I'm not really pretty.
That's the latest. They don't take 5 gravel out there as well.
The name of the
Areas there now it's just done, there's a lot of,
Yeah. I think part of it has to do with the time of the year and temperature being a little cool. That's really not the best time of year to do surface treatment. So they're having some issues with it.
Any other questions? Or any other comments, commissioners or staff?
I'll just say, I think on Friday we're going to have our last day of budget interviews. So all of those will be with outside agencies, and still trying to do a review of who really needs to come in. Right now I'm only looking at a list of 3 folks. If we were to commence, we'd probably start at 8:30, I think. That's what we scheduled. But I wouldn't imagine that these 3 agencies would take a lot of time. Right now, it looks like it's the district attorney, the library, and the development authority, and it's requested additional funds. I don't get the impression that anybody else is, but we're still double checking their numbers with ours to be sure. And that's all I have.
I would like to end this on a positive note tonight, but if you've not been out by the Ag Arena, I think you need to spend the time to ride out there and take a look at it. It's going to be a beautiful facility, and I'm looking forward to it sometime in budget hearings and listen to the. I think